What's up, man? This is Brian Pfeiffer, and I'm with Ian Smith out of Orlando.
Out of Orlando, yep.
Out of Orlando. I'm here in Vegas, and I stumbled across Ian about a couple weeks ago. I was setting up ManyChat, didn't know anything about it, pretty much started from scratch. And when I finally started figuring it out, I'm like, man, I'm going to go on YouTube it, find out about ManyChat, and guess whose name came up first? It was Ian. So ironically, I delved into a number of his videos, ended up buying one of his templates, and I wouldn't say I'm an expert by any means, but after spending about 4 or 5 days messing around with ManyChat, setting up probably like 10 or 15 fan pages, I've kind of got it down a little bit, but I definitely wanted to talk a little bit more about the capabilities of ManyChat because I'm kind of a sort of a newbie. Like I said, I've set up about 10 fan pages with the basic stuff, the welcome message, the instant reply, the menu, but nothing out of the ordinary, just the simple stuff. So I kind of wanted to delve into a conversation with you talking about like what maybe the capabilities are of ManyChat and what you as an individual and an agency with the templates and, custom type work could do to help, people that are in my audience that might be looking to do a lot more with their fan page.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so the capabilities of ManyChat are really endless. There are so many different ways that you can use ManyChat with Messenger to achieve your goals, whatever they are. I actually just released a YouTube video the other day talking about the many ways that I personally use ManyChat and Messenger for not only my business and my brands and stuff, but also for my clients. I list, like in that video, I talk about how you can get webinar registrations, you can get call bookings, you can give out promo codes, you can do giveaways, like get people to opt in for a giveaway, collect their email address during that giveaway opt-in process as like a way for them to get 2 entries into the giveaway. And then if they wanted to get a 3rd entry into the giveaway, then they can go and share that original Facebook ad or Facebook post wherever they saw that giveaway being advertised. There's so many different ways to do it. I'm also working with a life insurance agent, and we're getting people to opt into his messenger bot, and we're collecting information about, what kind of life benefit do they want to have on their life insurance policy? How old are they? What's their budget for a monthly premium? So data collecting information like that.
Interesting. So if somebody like replies to all those like preset type questions, then eventually they're going to run out of questions. Now, what happens to them? Are they, the life insurance company, for example, are they having like a person that's kind of like always online, that's kind of keeping an eye on that person that's in the ManyChat at that time so they can kind of chime in when those questions are done?
No, you really don't need to have live support monitoring. I mean, yeah, it helps to have, especially
if you have high volume, it would probably be smart to have somebody like monitoring that at all times, right?
Yeah, because what happens is you'll build out a messenger bot to have people click buttons and input responses and things like that. But if they do something that you didn't expect them to do, like they ask some oddball question, or maybe they don't click the button and they actually type in their answer instead, then nothing is going to happen because you set this action to be them clicking the button, and then this next series of steps happens. But if they don't click that button, then that's the dead end for them, right? So having a live person go in there and kind of chime in would definitely be helpful. But if you build it right, and if you say in your message, if you're very clear telling them, hey, click the button below to proceed to the next step, and you make it very easy for them to understand, then that'll minimize the amount of issues you have.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, the way I set mine up was, we want people to give us like their information when they're coming to Vegas, and we want to give them a quote. But most, 99% of the time, we get those an email in, then we'll hit them up, usually within the same day or 24 hours. And so I kind of set up my bots to basically, prompt them to at least submit a form. And then once we get the form, it's just like them landing on the website. The fan page is kind of just an extension of our websites, basically. And just, we want people to give us their information, and then we want to get them on the phone, because that's the best way to close people, is just get them on the phone, obviously, in our business. And I'm assuming that's what it is with most service type businesses and like insurance. I'm sure you need to get somebody typically on the phone to probably close them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just depending on the type of, like if it's a higher ticket service type business, then usually getting them on the phone, getting in touch with them is definitely the way to go. If it's a product type business, Usually you don't need to get them on the phone, especially if it's a sub $100 product. Usually you just try to close them.
Try to close them online, yeah.
In an automated fashion, yeah. And then it just depends on if you're running Facebook ads or how they are discovering your Facebook bot or your Messenger bot, right? If they're discovering it through just the chat on your website, if they're on a landing page and they click a button and then that sends them a message using the Messenger ref URL growth tool, if they find your Messenger ref URL link from an email, they click on that. You know, you got to be, one issue that I've actually ran into these bots is that you have to tell people what is going to happen when they click this URL, this link, this button, whatever it is. You got to tell them, look, this is going to open up a Messenger window. If you are not logged into Messenger, you're going to have to log into Messenger and then click the Get Started button at the very bottom of the screen. Because if you don't tell them that and they click on that button and then all of a sudden there's just a Messenger window, they're going to be like, where the heck am I? And they're just going to bounce. They're going to leave. You're going to lose them.
You're going to lose it. Yeah.
If you're not clear, if you're not clear in your directions, then you're going to find that your conversion rate is very low. Like you'll find that like not many people are opting in. You sent out your email blast to 10,000 people and you only got 100 people to actually go into your Messenger bot. So then you'll see, like, you'll try to find out what is the issue that's happening there.
Now that was kind of one of my other questions. You know, obviously I set up the Messenger bot on some of my fan pages, and then I'm you know, running occasional traffic. You get some links when obviously you have to use your fan page to run the ads on Facebook. And we get some people that click over to the actual page and look us over and maybe end up on the chatbot, but it's not very many. So in order to really utilize this Messenger bot, you really have to either run traffic from, like you said, putting the, you said it's a ref growth tool on like a landing page. Basically, it's like a link, and then the JSON, right? Which is also like basically the ad form to actually drive people straight to the fan page, correct?
Yeah, so the growth tool, the Messenger ref URL growth tool, basically will give you a URL, and you can use that URL as a button. You know, when they click that button, it's like them clicking a hyperlink or something, or you can just hyperlink text within an email. And then the JSON growth tool is what you would use if you're running a Facebook ad. You would link the JSON growth tool with that exact Facebook ad. So when they click on that Facebook ad, it immediately sends them the message that you've set up with that growth tool.
Okay, so basically, like, as soon as they see that ad, they click on it, you're already talking in Messenger.
Yeah, and the beauty of the JSON growth tool is there's no get started button.
Okay, so you're bypassing all that. You're like in a conversation. The bot's already interacting with them as soon as they click on that, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's like with the Messenger ref URL, you have the chance of them not being signed in to Messenger at that exact time when they click it. So they would need to sign in. Then once they're signed in, they need to actually click Get Started at the very bottom of the message window.
Right, I set that up on all mine, and I'll reference a video of showing people how to set that up as well. So.
Yep. So that's the two steps that are really key with the Messenger ref URL growth tool. With the JSON, you bypass. There's no Get Started button. And they're going to be logged into Messenger because they're seeing that, you know, that button inside Facebook.
Right,
so
they're already on Facebook, so they're in Messenger. I got it. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'm really excited to try that JSON growth tool on. I'm going to be doing some webinars coming up here, probably starting next week and into January and February. And I'm going to be curious to run some test ads just to see what kind of signups I get and the show up kind of ratio and all that stuff. So I'm excited to kind of try that whole template out. That brings us into the next question is, you have a nice gallery of templates. And if anybody wants to go check that out, I believe it's evolvemedia.com.
Evolvemedia.agency.
Not agency. Okay.
EvolveMedia.com was taken. So we got Evolve Media.
That's right. I remember seeing that. I was like, dang, I've never even heard of a .agency before. Interesting.
I know, right? Yeah, well, we're a marketing agency, so it worked out perfectly. But yeah, I mean, and that's kind of how we met, was through, you know, you found my YouTube channel and then you bought a template and then you were having some struggles setting up that template. So then you reached out to me. I got you squared away and helped you sort that out. So we have a ton of different templates that we offer to people, very low priced. I mean, our lowest price one is $7, all the way up to $97, I think. And then if you use the promo code SAVE20, like
you gave me one, so use mine.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, go ahead. Tell them yours.
Meathead, right? I believe that was the code.
Marketing Meathead. What was it exactly? I think that was it. Marketing Meathead.
Yeah, Marketing Meathead. That's my promo code, and it's 20% off if you purchase with that code on the templates.
Yeah, use that code. That's a much better code.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah. So that's the template side of things. Now let's just talk about the templates real quick. Give me a rundown of kind of what you have for templates. I know the one I bought was a evergreen webinar template for the JS Pro tool, and then the possibly I'll use it on like a landing page as well. We're going to have to test. I'm going to be doing a lot of paid traffic in January, and I'm probably going to do a lot of live webinars until I really get the conversion rate up to where I want it, and then eventually I'm going to turn it all evergreen, hopefully, before I get really busy in Vegas. And that's kind of why I bought that, because I want to test it. So that's one of them. There was a whole bunch up there, I remember.
Yeah, so there's the evergreen webinar one. That's kind of just getting people to opt into your webinar. The other one, I'd say the most popular one is the giveaway. I mean, it's the most popular for us that we actually use for all of our different e-commerce clients. And that's the one that I was telling you, where they opt in to the giveaway. So you create this product bundle that you're going to raffle off. They opt in. One entry into the drawing is them just opting into the messenger bot. The second entry to the drawing is if they give you their email address. Third entry into the drawing is if they go and share the Facebook post that they initially saw. And then everybody who enters the giveaway is going to get a promo code. So usually that's how we like to do it. Everybody who enters gets a 20% off promo code. And then we have it set up so that after that first day of them opting in, there's an automatic message sent out 23 hours later, 24 hours, basically a day later, saying, hey, did you get a chance to use that promo code? If you didn't, click the button below. Go use that promo code now, cool. XYZ. And then usually what we'll do, now this is not included in the template, but usually how we will use the template is when we announce the winner to that giveaway, we'll announce it in a Facebook group. So we'll tell everybody, hey, we just posted in this group the winner, so go ahead and join the Facebook group and find out if you won. So that is by far the best performing template that we have. But another really popular one, I think it's only $7, is the birthday template, where it's really simple. It just asks people, hey, when is your birthday? And then it collects that information and saves it in a custom field as birthday. And then we have an automatic rule. There's an automatic rule set up so that when that date comes around that they selected, an automatic message will be sent to them saying, happy birthday, here's your promo code, or here's your special, giving them the gift. And the beauty of all of our templates is that it comes with this full tutorial, video course on the back end. So after you buy it, then you have access to this full suite of tutorial videos. Did you get a chance to check those out?
Yeah, I watched the one that came with mine. Again, I watched it through and through, and then I'm going to actually rewatch it again when I actually go to set it up with the actual links, because mine's an Ever webinar funnel, and I don't have the links yet. So I actually got to go through and set up all the links once it's set up. But it doesn't look like it's that complicated. Once I get it, through once, I'm sure I could figure it out. Like I said, it took me about 2 or 3 times of setting up the, the menu, the reply message, and then the full gamut of the welcome message and all that stuff. And once I did it like 3 times, it was like I didn't even need to reference anything. You could just do it. It's ManyChat's like one of those things where it's kind of like coding a little bit. Once you learn the code, you just 3 or 4 times, you don't even need to look back. You just know it secondhand. So,
yeah. ManyChat, they made that platform really well. Yeah. And then the other thing that you're probably going to need to know is Zapier, is setting up Zapier. Mm-hmm. So like once they opt in through Messenger, you collect their email address, whatever information you're collecting in Messenger, then that information needs to be sent over to your email software or your CRM. So we have another video in that tutorial, that whole course that we've created, showing you then how to connect your ManyChat account with your Zapier account so that you get alerted whenever a new lead comes in or something like that.
I already set that up and it worked. I got it working with my Infusionsoft. It took the email and the phone number, puts it into my contact. I tested it. It was all working. In fact, I made another video, which I haven't released yet. I'll put it up probably later this week on that whole setup. And you could use, Infusionsoft, ActiveCampaign, any, email CRM will do the same, pretty much exact same thing. So it's really not that hard once you get, the hardest part was to make sure the information's going from point A to point B properly. And then once you figure that out, it was pretty easy. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was cool. All right. So we got like giveaways, we got evergreen webinars. What else? Promos, you said, coupons, that kind of stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I got some coupon giveaways. Got some like for chiropractors, financial advisors, real estate agents. So these are more of questionnaire type of opt-ins. So it's like they opt in, let's say that they're initially opting in for your free digital download. You've got this PDF download that you're giving away. So they're opting in for that. And then you're asking them questions during the opt-in process of like, what's your email address? What's your phone number? For the real estate template, it's like, how many bedrooms do you want in your house? How many bathrooms do you want? What's your budget? So questions like that. And then you can set up in Zapier, all that information that's being collected can then be zapped over to a Google spreadsheet. And then in that Google spreadsheet, you have one row that says email, phone number. And the really cool thing about Messenger is that you don't have to ask for their name because it's connected with their Facebook account. So you can pretty much just already know their first and last name, which saves them a couple steps, because if you compare that to a landing page form, you got to ask for their name.
Sure. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I see some potential here with this Messenger and ManyChat. I'm really getting excited, and like I said, when I kick onto the paid traffic and I can actually really kind of scale it up and compare it to like what a landing page is doing for me, like opt-in rate wise versus like the JSON tool and maybe even the reference growth tool or whatever, and I'll try that like kind of all tested against each other and just see which one actually ends up being a more viable tool to grow my list. Maybe they're both viable or all viable. So
yeah, I would say they are, because it's like some people don't have Messenger. They don't mess with Messenger on a regular basis, and they're more inclined to filling out a form on a landing page. Maybe they're more inclined to checking their email than they are to their Facebook Messenger. So
right. Now,
having the different options is
what
good.
do you think? I did a video on this a while back, and it was about the younger generation, how they just are not on Facebook. Have you found that at all?
Yeah. I mean, I would say younger generation as far as college students below. So yeah, I had a client over there in Vegas, and his company was party planning for formals. So
Okay.
sororities and fraternities would plan their formals, and he was basically helping them with that whole party planning. So basically with our ads, we were running Messenger ads targeting these frats and sororities and saying, hey, let us take care of planning your entire formal. You don't even have to worry about it. We're just going to charge you, $100, $200 per person. And then that is going to cover everything from drinks to food to venue to everything. So we were doing a lot of lead gen with Messenger. And, we got a good amount of opt-ins from the college kids. But I would definitely say any younger than college, it's probably not going to work out.
Yeah, well, nowadays it's gotten kind of crazy. I mean, I'm a promoter, obviously, and VIP host, so I communicate on all the channels. But Snapchat's a way to talk back and forth. Instagram's a way to talk back and forth. WhatsApp's a way to talk back and forth. You got WeChat, Viber, Discord now, Telegram. I mean, it's like there's so many ways to communicate. It's like it's almost getting ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. I use Skype. I love Skype. I use it all the time.
I use the hell out of Skype because I'm in affiliate marketing, and that's how everybody talks in affiliate marketing. But my team, like my internal team, we only pretty much communicate on Skype. So
okay, yeah, I like Skype. I like Zoom. I like Messenger, email.
WhatsApp's gotten a lot more popular too. I have a lot of international clients, and it's WhatsApp and even maybe a little bit of WeChat now. So
yeah, I messed around with WhatsApp a little bit, and I didn't have any use for it. I don't really talk with people that need it. So
international, like if you had a lot of people you're dealing with internationally, you'd be using WhatsApp like crazy. So, but it's funny because I talked to a couple of girls, and since WhatsApp's not as crowded as the channel for me, like the main girls I talk to, I got on WhatsApp because then it's just easier because they're always like at the top. So I can, it's just simpler to keep track of that than all my text messages.
Okay, nice.
So I get back to them a lot quicker, like, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot to get back to her. So it's pretty funny. But my channel, by the way, I know you've got a growing YouTube channel too. And my channel is like, I looked at the stats yesterday, and it's like women 0%, men 100%.
Really?
Yeah, literally.
Dang.
I don't think any women watch this channel at all. So it's
Wow.
pretty funny. And
I mean, it's good to know your demo. That's for sure. I wouldn't say I have that split. I mean, I could pull
it
up
was
my
literally
stats.
100%.
That's crazy. I'm curious. I'm gonna have to look into my analytics to see at least
You got to look
the
at the split. It's got to be high, man. I'm sure it's like at least for you, at least 80 or 90%. Because most of the guys, in my opinion, most of the people that are on YouTube are on here to try to like learn, stuff like ManyChat. Like I was on YouTube to learn ManyChat, learning how to try to make money, Shopify, Amazon, affiliate marketing. And most of those people that have that kind of motivation and drive, not all, I mean, there's a lot of women too that do, but most of the people are the guys that are trying to figure out a way to, advance their career in life, So it's funny.
yeah.
I just noticed I'm at 999 subscribers. So I'm one away from hitting that.
I'll go get my wife to subscribe to you on YouTube.
Yeah, I actually am going to be doing a giveaway. I set up. Have you ever heard of Gleam.io?
I've heard of it. I haven't yet checked it out yet.
Yeah, I set up. I found somebody was using a Gleam.io, and I went and I set up for a year, and you can do some pretty cool contests. It's basically a way to kind of like spread. I'm going to give away $1,000 when I hit 1,000 subscribers, but it's going to go on for a month, and then people can get more entries by like liking my Pinterest or going to my Twitter or whatever, and you give them like incentives based on the number of entries into the contest if they go and do this, this, and this. So you got like 10 different things I set up for them to do to get more entries. So,
okay.
So it's a nice way to like grow your social media presence on multiple channels just by giving away something. Like you can give away an iPad or a MacBook or whatever. Yeah, I'm giving away $1,000 for 1,000 subscribers, but I'm not just going to hand someone $1,000. I'm going to try to make people work for it a little bit.
Yeah. So, get some value out of it.
Get some value out of it, yeah. So I'll see how it works. I'll let you know. I'm going to do it for like a month, and then if it does really work, if it starts really growing, my Instagrams, my LinkedIn's, my YouTubes, Pinterest, I think I got everything on there.
So check this out. I just pulled up my data on my YouTube channel, and we post similar stuff, right? I post a lot of content about Facebook ads, about ManyChat, messenger marketing, ClickFunnels, digital marketing stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of the people that are following me are trying to learn digital marketing, running a Shopify business, growing a business online, stuff like that. So if I look at the time frame of this year, 2018, then the split is 77% male, 23% female. But if I do it like all time, and I've had my YouTube channel now since 2009. So if I look at all time, then the split is 80% male, 20% female. So I got some ladies out there watching me.
Mine says 100%, and I know I have some girls that I'm actually friends with that have said they've seen some of my videos. So I'm like, I wonder where it's getting these numbers from. Maybe it's skewed. I don't know. Yeah. But, well, I don't want to keep you on here too long. Let's talk a little bit about Evolve Media and what you guys do as a group as far as like helping people like ManyChat. Obviously, you can build out custom apps and whatnot. And then what about like other stuff?
Yeah, so with Evolve Media, that's kind of our done-for-you services type of option. The templates and everything is for the do-it-yourself type of people. And that's where a lot of the YouTube traffic is do-it-yourselfers. I'm giving them a tutorial video on how to do it, and then they're the do-it-yourselfers, right? Yeah.
Well, there's people there's a lot of people that want to do it themselves but don't realistically have the time or maybe even the technical skills. But then there's people like me that are like, okay, I'm going to figure this out. If it takes me 4 or 5 days, whatever, I'm going to figure it out. And I think a lot of people on YouTube are like that.
Yeah, it's some people may start as do-it-yourself and then they go to done for you, just outsource it. I mean, I think if you're an entrepreneur, you do want to start as a do-it-yourselfer,
right?
Because usually you're bootstrapping as an entrepreneur. You don't have the funds to outsource everything, so you're doing a lot of it yourself. But yeah, the agency services that we do, that is our done-for-you services. And what those services are is running Facebook ads, managing that on a monthly basis, messenger bots, so building out messenger bots and stuff like that, ClickFunnels, building landing pages, sales funnels, order pages, all that kind of stuff, blog-style content landing pages within ClickFunnels. We're also big ClickFunnels affiliates, so we make some good annual revenue from that. Nice. And then content creation is probably our biggest. So we will create video shoots, photo shoots, written content for our clients, and then we'll use that content in their Facebook ads, messenger bots, ClickFunnels landing pages, the overall customer journey, we'll use the content that we create inside there. Like literally just today, I was over at a coffee roasters manufacturing facility, and for one of my coffee clients, doing a whole photo shoot and video shoot with my little stabilizer back there. You can kind of see it right
I see it, yeah.
there. But that was actually really fun. So the content creation side is really where we can shine, and we can create some really great video work and photo shoots for our clients that are e-commerce businesses and sell products online.
Yeah, the videos are really hot right now. I was watching a case study yesterday, and he pretty much was saying that he did about $1 million in 5 months total. I mean, that was a revenue, but it was pretty much like almost all video ads, because Facebook was giving the love to the videos, and he was retargeting on the 25% and up, people that watch 25% and up, and that's how he was making a lot of his sales from that. So
yeah, video is insanely popular with Facebook. If you're running Facebook ads, you got to be doing a video. And then I'll do video ads on YouTube. I mean, video, because YouTube is where people are more willing to watch for longer periods of time.
Yeah.
So I'll get an average watch time of like 5 to 7 minutes on YouTube versus average watch time on Facebook of like 30 seconds, a minute. It's people are more willing to watch videos on YouTube than Facebook. So,
well, yeah, they're kind of more, they're searching for something, and something might catch your eye. Facebook, they're scrolling, looking at their friends' pictures and looking at girls and whatnot.
Yeah,
pretty funny. So let's talk before we wrap this up. If people want to go to your to Evolve Media and they want to get videos done, or some kind of like ManyChat built out, or any kind of ClickFunnels or anything like that built out, how do they reach you? Through evolvemedia.agency? Just go to that website?
Yeah, open up your Google Chrome browser or your internet browser, go to evolvemedia.agency.
Okay.
And then you can browse through all the templates that we have for sale. If you hit the Done For You services at the top in the navigation bar, then you can look at our whole landing page about all of our Done For You services. I got a bunch of videos of me on there talking about what all we offer, answering our frequently asked questions, how the sales strategy works. We got testimonial videos. We got links to our portfolio pieces. Got a whole bunch of information if you just go to evolvemedia.agency. And then if you want to give me a subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can type in the short link. Just go to bit.ly/IanYTV. That's bit.ly/Ian, spelled IANYTV.
For my viewers, the YouTube link is marketingmeathead.com/YouTube. So
nice.
Just made it pretty easy, and it's got the subscribe link right there when you click on that.
So if you've made it this far in the video,
what's that?
If they've made it this far watching in the video, then they need to hit that like button and
hit the like button. Yes. So for real quick before we wrap up, I know you're a growing YouTuber. You said you've been on YouTube since 2009. I think you've gotten more serious in the last year, from what I can tell. Same with me. Mm-hmm. I've had this channel for probably 4 or 5 years. Didn't really do much with it, honestly, till about the last like 7-8 months. And I went from about 100 to 1,000 now in less than a year. So what do you see YouTube going in 2019? I know there's some people out there that are probably aspiring YouTubers and trying to get to the next level. Maybe we're at the next level for them right now. You know what I'm saying? You're at 3,000, I'm at 1,000. You're a little bit longer than me, or closer to me than to 10,000, but we're both kind of on that same page. And what do you think the direction is for the people that are kind of jumping on for 2019? Where do you think the channel itself is going? Do you think there's still a lot of opportunity? Do you think it's too crowded? Give me some ideas.
Oh man, YouTube is definitely still a massive opportunity. I think that for the amount of attention that YouTube is getting from people, like people will spend hours, like 4 to 5 hours a day watching YouTube videos. YouTube is getting just as much attention as Netflix these days. So YouTube is definitely an attention. And see, it all comes down to building the relationship with your audience. So if you can have people giving you their attention for a long period of time, you're building that relationship stronger. And then it's a lot more likely when you want them to do something, like if you want them to download your free PDF or you want them to purchase something using your promo code, they're more likely to do it because you have that relationship with them. So I'm all about relationship building when I'm marketing online. YouTube is a great platform for building relationships with people on an international level, not even just national. I would say Facebook is very national with your ads and with your reach and all that kind of stuff, but YouTube is international. Like a lot of organic discovery can happen on an international level with YouTube. And that's what really made me want to double down and invest some serious dollars into growing my channel.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go bigger in 2019 with, I got nice equipment and stuff, but like you said, we were talking about this earlier, having a video guy to do the editing, possibly doing more vlogging style type stuff just to keep your channel more fun. I think there's a lot of ways you can really grow this thing. And, really at our level, I feel like you're only like one or two like videos that just kind of go viral away from really cracking the code. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
When you're like a guy that only got 50 or 100 subscribers, it's really hard. But once you get above 1,000, YouTube starts giving you a little bit more love in that algorithm.
Yeah.
Because they know you're for real. You put out you put your work in, you put a couple hundred videos out by now, and now it's like, okay, you have a decent fan base of like loyal followers. And now the next level is like, okay, now you just need that one to crack. You need that one to get like, 150,000 views or something. And that's going to really get you to the next level. So I think you and I are both kind of like on that same level right now. We're trying to get that one video to crack.
Oh man. Yeah. That's a great way to put it. And because, the thing is like, once you have your foundation set with your YouTube channel and you got a good amount of videos there, then you have a higher chance of hitting that home run and actually getting subscribers from it. Because if, let's say you had a brand new channel, you had 2 videos, and one of your videos hits and you get hundreds of thousands of millions of views or whatever, if you have no other videos on your channel, people aren't going to want to subscribe. They're just going to be like, oh, it was just one of those, one-hit wonder type channels. But if you got a lot of great content, and that's kind of what happened to me. I had some other videos on my channel. I had a couple viral videos that got millions of views, and then I got a lot of subscribers from those viral videos.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I like to bring it up like the one-hit wonders in music. Like I like to think of Afrojack. You remember him? He had that one hit that take over control. This was about 5 years. I don't think he's had a single hit since, but he's still a big. I know. You know what I'm saying?
he had a couple of good tracks that he came out with back in the day when Skrillex was really big.
But think about lately. You know what I'm saying? He just hasn't had anything for like years, and he's still getting booked at Access or Hakkasan Group now, and he's still a big name. People know who he is just because that one hit. And I see some of these guys on YouTube that like, some of their content isn't even that good, and they're like, 150, 200,000 subs. It's like, what the hell? Like how did they get from there to there without good content?
Well, what I've seen it is because they get into networks. So like they get buddies with another really big YouTube. So there's actually a YouTuber here in the local Orlando area where I live. And he's got like 1.5 million subscribers. And it's because he lives in a house with a bunch of other YouTubers, and those other YouTubers have 10 million, 8 million, 5 million. So he's the smallest fish living in this mansion with all these other YouTubers. And so he really quickly went from 0 to 1.5 million subscribers just by
exposure. I mean, you can't even buy that kind of exposure, literally. You know what I'm saying? So doing stuff like what we're doing right here, this collab is a nice way for people that are at our level to kind of get exposed to some other audiences. And at the end of the day, I'm not just doing this for exposure. I honestly feel like you offer some value to the people that watch my channel if they are looking to set up like ManyChat or do some stuff. Like I don't do video. That's not one of the things I sell. Okay, that's something you sell. You do the ManyChat setups. I just don't sell that stuff. So it's nice to talk to somebody and give those people, the people on my channel, the option or at least the know-how to go to you if they're interested in that. That's kind of what I wanted to bring you out here for today. So
yeah. Thanks so much for having me, man. And let's definitely do this again.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, I think that was it for the video today. So go ahead and like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe to Ian's channel, subscribe to mine, and we'll look forward to working with all you guys down the road. Thank you.
Thanks.
Talk to you later.